Good evening to everyone present here with us today. This is Shreyan from IGCP, today's moderator. I would like to welcome all the viewers who have joined our platform for a bit exchange of knowledge that is going to be shared by our keynote speaker doctors for today's podcast session on Time Talk, what teens, doctors, and parents can learn from each other. With much pleasure and honor, let me welcome today's host, Dr. Sharda Jain, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am, at our forum. I would like to welcome again, ma'am. Ma'am is the Senior Consultant of Ops and Gynecology Department, Director and of Life Care and Life Care IVF Expert Ethical Committee, NMC, Secretary General of DGF, Founder and Chairman of North Indian Gynecology Forum. Now, without any further delay, I would like to welcome again ma'am at our forum and would like to hand over the session to her. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Shreyan, for giving me this platform. Today is the day that we are going to talk on Time Talk, as Shreyan has just now said. We are grateful for this particular platform that because large number of doctors and nurses are watching this and many civilians are also watching this. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Lakshmi Devi. She's a great educationist. She is loved by her students very fondly. She's a founder, principal of Shahid Rajguru College, which is the College of Delhi University. She's remained the principal for 25 years for this particular college. In addition, she had been the director, Center for Entrepreneurship and Career-Oriented Programs for the Delhi government. And in 20 colleges, she had started entrepreneur centers, cells in 20 colleges of Delhi University. She has chaired and presented papers in many sessions in national and international conferences. She has been actively conducting value education classes in Ramakrishna Mission and in doctors' fraternity. She's known for time management talks for many, many years with us. And I think I will not take any intervene between Dr. Lakshmi and yourself. She's going to have a talk on time management, and I think you will learn quite a bit about it. And in the end, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to post questions in the chat box so we can answer the same. Over to you, Dr. Lakshmi. It's a pleasure for us.
First of all, let me thank Shreyan, IJCP, for inviting me here for this particular talk. I'm really grateful that you have a wonderful group of large number of doctors and others who have joined today. And I feel grateful to Dr. Sharda Jain for introducing me for this particular forum. I'll not take much time for this. I will try to now start with my presentation because time is important. I'm talking on time management, so I have to manage the time here also. So I'll start with my presentation. Just a minute. Can you see it? Can you see it? Huh?
Full screen.
Okay, I'll make it full screen. As you know, time management is a crucial skill for adolescents. And that's what today my talk will emphasize. Now, the question arises, why we have to manage time? Time just flies. It does not, stop for anybody. It goes on ticking, ticking, ticking. The moment we are born, the time starts ticking. Therefore, time management, as we all know, is a skill which can be acquired by everybody. It's not difficult, but we have to be disciplined for that. What happens is managing time creates a balance in your life. So we have to balance. Otherwise, there's a lot of stress in the life, and therefore we have to create a balance in our life. Look at that man balancing very well. Let me see. Yeah. Question arises, people ask why time management matters, especially for students. See, what happens is they don't understand where they have wasted their time, whether on social media, where they're playing here, or seeing TV, or test matches which are there going on. So they have to concentrate on their work. And for that, they have to really work hard. So if they want better grades in school, they have to plan their schedule. And it has been seen, and it has come in the Journal of Educational Psychology, that the students who are plan their schedules, they do 30% better than the others. Then another thing, once we make a schedule, it's not only work, work, and study and study. It also gives time for us to schedule hobbies, friends, and relaxation. So that's a very good thing. And not only this, we have to also take care of our health, which we realize only later. Let's procrastination. What do we understand by procrastination? What we do is we, leave the difficult jobs for the last minute. And therefore, this is called as procrastination. We don't take decision at the right time. And therefore, we have to see that we make the schedule. And even if there are difficult jobs, we don't panic, we do it on time. Here, I would like to share a very, very small story with you. There was a man who was living near the Atlantic Ocean. He had a big farm. And he was looking for people who could look after the farm, because there used to be huge storms which used to come. Now this man advertised in the newspaper, but nobody came for the work. Now this man decided, okay, nobody is coming. But suddenly he found one young man came and he said, I will take care of your farm. He said, oh, that's great. Now you will take care of the farm? Okay, start from today. He said, but I have one condition. What is the condition? He said, the condition is that when the storm comes, I sleep. Don't disturb me. That was, like a thunderbolt. He was puzzled what to do. But he didn't have anybody. He said, okay, let me keep this boy. The boy used to do efficient work in the farm, and the man was very happy. One day the storm came. He used to live in a small hut in the farm. This man went and ran and tried to wake up the boy, and he said, wake up, the storm has come. He said, I told you I sleep when the storm comes. Now he could not wake him up. But when he went outside, what did he find? There was no panic. There was no destruction of his farm. Everything had been managed on time. That is the way one manages the time. So therefore, we have to be very disciplined. So we build discipline, and all the future professionals, everybody, they are highly disciplined people. What is the science of time management? If you have a look at their brain efficiencies, it has been shown by studies that if you manage your time, it reduces your stress by lowering cholesterol levels, improves focus and memory. Another thing is, there is a principle which was given by an Italian, which is called 80-20 rule. 20% of your efforts often yield 80% of your results. Focus on high impact tasks. So you have to identify what are the high impact tasks. Then there is a Parkinson's law. Work expands to fill the time given. Set tighter deadlines to boost the productivity. I'll come to that. So for all students, I would say we have to set a goal. What do we want to do in our life? How? You have to dream about it. As Abdul Kalam said, our President of India, he said, any student who does not dream is a criminal. Has he murdered anybody? Has she or he murdered? No. But they have killed their time. So you have to dream about what is your goal. And that dream should not allow you to sleep at all. All the time, you should find out what I want to do. What do the effective persons do? They take the action in the right direction. They follow the right path. They find out what is the right path. Coming to the Italian Pareto's principle, we find there are jobs which are 20% jobs which are urgent, 80% jobs which are important. They are not urgent. I'll give you examples in my next slide. 80% job are unimportant many and 20% are valuable. 20% of our time produces 80% of our results. So I told you, if we identify the vital few causes the greatest impact by concentrating on these key factors, you can achieve significant results with least effort. Now, what is this Parkinson's law? Parkinson's law, in essence, states that work expands to fill the time available for completion. This means that if you have more time to complete a task, it is likely to take longer if you had less time, regardless of the actual complexity of the requirement of the work. Now, here I would like to say, I'll give you an example. My students used to go for training in the industries for 8 weeks. Now, in the government institution, they'll give a task for the whole 2 weeks. The girls would finish the task within 1 week. And then they'll ask, can you give us more work? Because if I had finished the task in a week's time, though I had kept 2 weeks' time for finishing the task, my efficiency increases. So practical time management techniques are many. Pomodoro techniques, that is 25 minutes focused work. You work for 25 minutes, take 5 minutes break. It increases your productivity 4 times. Then you block your time, assign fixed slots for the task. There are people like Elon Musk and Bill Gates who used it. Eisenhower matrix, you have to prioritize what are your urgent tasks, what are your important tasks, what are your, the tasks which are not at all urgent. 2 minutes rule. If a task takes 2 minutes, why not do it immediately? See, we postpone the 2 minutes task for a later time. So you have to see that we finish the task within no time. Digital detox. Social media eats 2 to 5 hours in a day. So you have to find out time where you schedule, how much time you'll give to the screen. Now the Pomodoro technique says, step 1, you choose the task. Step 2, set a timer for 25 minutes. Work on the task until the timer beeps. Then you take a short break, take a cup of coffee. Repeat this cycle 4 times till the task is over. Then the blocking techniques. Prepare specific tasks, key steps. Think about what are the priorities. Create a list of do's. Schedule which is the top priority thing. Now time is blocked, start your work. Don't plan back to back. You see, I go on working, I'll burn out. Don't do that. Keep some time for relaxation. Know your peak productivity time. You see, many times, I told you there are difficult tasks which we put off and we say we'll do it sometime later. But then at the peak productive time or prime time, I'll be able to do that task easily. Schedule for rest and distraction. Be flexible. I can't be rigid. Okay, I'm doing. Because there may be certain unexpected thing which may come in front of you. Set a limit to task number. Don't take too many tasks. Time block should be less than 90 minutes. In fact, if it is 60 minutes, it will be better. Now, this is how you have to make a schedule sheet. From Monday till Sunday, what am I going to do? What is the time I am going to wake up? What are the things which I am going to do? When will I rest? When will I relax? When will I meet my friends? What time I'll work? What are the things which are important? How much time I take for commuting? Everything has to be in your schedule. And let me tell you, there are important tasks which should not be left behind. Okay. So what is this Eisenhower decision matrix? Eisenhower was the 34th president of United States. from 1953 till 1961. Before becoming president, he served as a general in the United States Army as the Allied Force Supreme Commander during World War II. He also became NATO's first Supreme Commander. What does it say? There are urgent tasks, there are important tasks, there are non important tasks, there are not urgent tasks. So, how do we deal with it? Do the urgent task, do it now. Not urgent task, schedule a time for it. Decide this is the time I'm going to do it. Not important, it can be delegated. Please delegate the task to somebody else. And delete the ones which are not at all urgent, not at all important for our life. So there is what is called as priority matrix. Urgent and important tasks first to be done. For example, early to rise. I'll be able to go early to my college or school. Not urgent and not important. Yes, I have to take care of my health. If I'm living in a hostel, I have to wash my clothes, give it to the dhobi, put it somewhere, but on the weekend, give it to the dhobi for washing. Otherwise, your room will be smelling. Urgent and not important tasks. See, there are deadlines. You have to pay your mess fees or charges. If you don't pay the mess fees, you will be thrown out. So it's urgent, but not important. Not urgent and not important. We waste all our time gossiping, spending time on TV, or now social media. These are all not required. Just delete it. Digital detox. This is a period, it's very, very important. In fact, there is an advertisement in the TV wherein the mother is drinking a cup of tea and the son is sitting next to her all the time on his mobile, and the mother calls the son on the mobile and says, the boy is surprised, why are you calling me? She says, have a cup of tea. Tea is lying here all the time on your social media. So this is the problem. So either we have to reduce or abstain from using electronic devices, which may not be possible. We have to use it. So we have to see that it does not have negative impact, whatever we can avoid. Even in Dhirubhai Ambani's house, there is what they do is they have dinner together. They go to the mother and all of them put their mobile phone away and they have dinner together. They talk to each other in the family. That is the family time. Okay. So we have to see how we can give family time. Habits of a highly effective student. Morning early risers are more productive. See, early morning, the prime time, there's no disturbance, no noise. You can do your work very well. Make a to-do list. Write out and see what you have completed, what you have not completed. Multitasking, what happened? Efficiency is reduced by 40%. Take one task, finish it. Take another task, finish it. Then every day, you see your schedule. I had made this schedule. How did I follow it? Did I follow it? Where did I waste my time? This is very important. The 5 seconds technique in time management by Mel Robbins is that, any difficult task we postpone. I will not do it now. Don't do that. Prime time, you say 5 minutes. 5, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. Do it. And it will complete. Career success, there are long-term benefits. Employers value time management as a top skill. Financial gains, efficient people earn more by maximizing productivity. Better mental health, less stress, happier life. So there are 3 keys to time management. Remembering, setting priorities and motivation. And please have priority done. Don't procrastinate. What you have to do is, look here, this lady is not deciding whether to make a phone call or not. So there are solutions to procrastination. Break it into small parts and go ahead working. So 5 seconds rule, I told you, Break the task into small steps and reward each time when you finish. So there are motivational boosters. Start small, use app, accountability factors, track progress, dream big and high. Enjoy yourself. That also you should keep in your schedule. Look how this. Now, if you don't enjoy, this is what happens. You have to relax. Newer technologies have to be used. They save time, and we have to save time uh, by using newer technology. Use the computer, macros, address label, databases system. Think how simple tasks can be managed, and delegate wherever it is possible for delegation. Develop systems and refine them. Review your working style in a reflective way. Stay on top. Now, this is very, very important. Power of written goals. See what happens. I've done so many things, but I don't remember. When I write, I can help my progress. Goals produce motivation, reduce conflicts, and form a basis of action. And written goals stimulate visualization. So we have to see how we visualize and measure progress. It also reduces conflict. Goals form basis of action. Written goals stimulate visualization. Written goals save time. Don't work smart on right things at the right moment. See, the moment is gone. I cannot do anything. I had to reach for a meeting at a particular time and start the work, but I'm not able to reach. Then how am I going to manage? So we have to work smart on right thing at right moment. But we have to have a holistic goal of life. See, it cannot be only self-centered. On the quality of your aim in life depends the quality of your life. You are what your thoughts are. As you think, so you become. The higher your goal, the more holistic it is and more energy it provides. See, when we work for somebody else, the happiness which you get, the way we can work, so we have to see how we work. Be a master of time and do not become the slave of time. And this is very, very important, because if I don't finish my task, I'm running here, I'm running there, I'm scolding somebody else and taking out all my pressure on another. Who is the person who has worked a lot on time management? It is Alan Dakin. To achieve that goal, Alan Dakin says, if you control time, you control your life. I saw this in one of the doctor's house, and so I brought this poem for you. There is time for everything. A man or woman who is working all the time has time for everything. Take time to think. It is a source of power. Take time to read. It is the foundation of wisdom. Take time to play. It is the secret of staying young. Take time to be quiet. It is an opportunity to see God. Take time to love and be loved. It is God's greatest gift. Take time to laugh. It is the music of the soul. In fact, I sing a small song. There isn't any trouble, just to L-A-U-G-H. There isn't any trouble, just to L-A-U-G-H. So laugh when you're in trouble. It will vanish like a bubble if you only take the trouble, just to L-A-U-G-H. It is the music of the soul. Take time to work. It is the prize of success. Take time to pray. It is the greatest gift of power on earth. In fact, one of my, small young friends, she sent me this, the bank account of life. Imagine there is a bank that credits in your account each morning rupees 86,400. My lord, lot of money. It carries over no balance from day to day. Every evening, delete whatever part of the balance you failed to use during the day. What would you do, I say? I'm sure each one of you will, use every cent and you'll use it fully. Each one of us has such a bank. It is called time. It credits you with 86,400 seconds. Every night, it writes off as lost whatever of this you have failed to use or invest for good purpose. It carries over no balances. It allows no overdraft. Each day, it opens a new account for you. Each night, it burns the remains of the day. If you fail to use the day's deposit, whose loss it is? Of course, the loss is yours. There's no going back. There's no drawing against tomorrow. You must live in the present on today's deposit. Invest it so as to get from the utmost in health, happiness, and success. The clock is running. Make the most of today. To realize the value of 1 year, ask the student who failed a grade. To realize the value of 1 month, ask a mother who gave birth to a premature baby. To realize the value of 1 week, ask the editor of a weekly newspaper. To realize the value of 1 hour, ask the lovers who are waiting to meet. To realize the value of 1 minute, ask a person who missed the train. To realize the value of 1 second, ask the person who just avoided an accident. To realize the value of 1 millisecond, ask the person who won a silver in Olympics. Treasure every moment you have. Treasure it because you shared it with someone special, as I'm sharing with all of you, special people. Special enough to spend your time. And remember, time waits for no one. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is mystery. Today is gift. That's why it's called present. And I have bought the present for you. Thank you very much. Thank you, madam. Oh, where is it? Hello? Hello? What happened?
It is okay. It is gone. ठीक है चला गया.
Okay. Where is the screen now?
I think your talk had been mesmerizing, wonderful. On the behalf of people who have been watching your presentation, are definitely feel thrilled about it that they did not miss out your presentation.
Thank you.
I think you will agree with me when I say that when Dr. Lakshmi says that you should have a goal in your life, and दिशाहीन अगर आप हैं तो भगवान भी आपको help नहीं कर सकता. I think she has very rightly so, and she the other thing which also you should remember is Eisenhower matrix, that do the things what you have to decide. You delegate you delegate what things which are important, but it can be done by somebody else. And the screen time and your TV time, you should delete it altogether. So you must utilize your time. She also gave you a very importance of how every second is important, every minute is important. We all have a habit of procrastination. And wonderfully, she has told you how the less than 2 minutes rule, 5 second rule, all those rules you must remember about it, because you have to be positive. She gave you good amount of they given us only of a bank, 84,600 seconds which you have. I think time is really precious. If there are any questions, Dr. Lakshmi, we can see in the chat box.
Let me see.
Shriyan, are there are anything in the chat box? No.
I don't see any.
Okay. you want to make I think, her presentation had been absolutely superb. And if there are no comments and no questions, this particular podcast will be available on the YouTube, and the link will be shared with you. I hope you enjoyed the best of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this wonderful session. And I would like to thank especially Sharda ma'am for hosting it such a wonderful way. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for giving this.
Thank you,
this topic.
Shriyan, for giving us this particular platform. I